Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video is very late, for which I apologize. Like, it's very late. Like, so late to the point that I would normally be putting out next month's Plan With Me video. But here we are, and it's okay. This month for December, we're obviously doing something Christmas, something of the holiday spirit, and it's gingerbread cookies. I thought it'd be so fun. So here I'm using my Crayola Twistable. Who remembers these? Didn't even know I still had these. I got these when I was getting into my adult coloring book phase. Do y'all remember when those came out and it was like such a huge craze and everyone was going crazy about these adult coloring books? Well, that's when I bought these because I always wanted these, but growing up, my mom was always like, no, we're going to buy you the pack of 24 crayons because they're like 50 cents or something crazy. You know, it was like the early 2000s is when I was a kid in school. So I never had these growing up, but I always wanted them. So I bought some a while back, like many years ago. And I used them a little bit when I had my coloring book, and then they just kind of sat down. But I thought it was the perfect gingerbread shade. I also like how it gave it some dimension and some texture, almost kind of more like a cookie would, instead of being so flat like if I were to paint it or use my markers or something like that. And then I took some white paint on a brush, just some white acrylic paint, nothing fancy, and went over the top and made it look like icing was piped over it. So I thought it was super cute to do that. We've got gingerbread people, we've got the snowflakes, we've got candy canes, and something that you'll see that I do for the candy canes is I add a little red bow because I love bows recently. I know they've been around for a bit and like the coquette style is definitely in, but I think they're so pretty and they really added something to the candy canes, especially like a nice pop of color. Here I am going in with just my Sharpie fine liner and going over the title for this month, and then I do take the fine liner and go over the cookies, just around the shape of them, not necessarily like every little detail on them. There was my cat, by the way. He always manages to make an appearance in these videos, but the reason this video is so late is because life, for one, has just been insane, and I have packed up my place. I have moved again to Texas and I have unpacked and I'm waiting on my husband to come back from deployment. So I had to do all of those things and, make sure I see all my friends and family before I left. Went to my Christmas party. I had to do a lot of things. So I kind of just accepted my fate and was like, you know what? I'm not going to get the video up when I want to. I'm not going to stress myself out, and that's okay. I have a lot going on at the moment. So that is why it's super late, but I decided it was better late than never, especially because it was so cute. Also, this video is going to be super short because the actual spread for December itself is pretty short. Like, I just did this week for the weekly spread because obviously I didn't start this until the 15th of December. So it's going to be pretty short. So I didn't even manage to put my December best in this month because honestly, I haven't even been using my bullet journal. I've been making lists separately for packing and to-do lists and things like that, and haven't even thought about using this. Also, it's been packed away too, so there is that. So yeah, I knew myself. I was like, I'm not gonna write anything. I'm gonna use this for the week that I have it, and then, that'll be it. Then I have a new one. I'm also completely out of space in this journal, like entirely out. When I tell you these were the last couple of pages in my bullet journal, these were the last couple of pages in my bullet journal. There was like one or two after that I used for marker testing so I could see like what colors were and stuff like that. But this is legitimately all the room I had left. So for the past couple of months, actually, I've only been doing one double page of weekly spreads because I knew I was running out and I wanted to save space. And so I've been making like little to-do lists on the side to save space so that I could have all year in one journal. And so next year's journal, I should have enough space because there were about 50 or so more pages than this notebook. I have really enjoyed this notebook. It served me well. It's done the purpose. It's done what it's supposed to do. The pages were super thick, and yeah, it served me well, and I'm really proud of myself because it's like the first year I've completed an entire journal. But we have moved on to the one and the only weekly spread. I don't even know what to call this layout. It's probably my top 2 for writing out to-do lists and things like that, just on the daily. We're just gonna call it the 8 rectangle layout because that's legitimately what it is. I like having space to write things for my daily to-do list, but then like the top left and the bottom right, we're just adding more gingerbread cookies, keeping the theme going. I decided to draw them with my fine liner first and then go in with my Crayola Twistable. Never thought I'd be using a Crayola Twistable on here, but I am, and it did the job great. And then again, going back in with red markers, writing the days, things like that. So like I said before, this is going to be a pretty short video. I'm very excited for upcoming videos. I've got my yearly flip through. Hopefully should follow this video pretty soon. I'm trying to get both of those out in pretty rapid succession. But then a January plan with me and a yearly setup video, which I'm so excited to bust out my new journal. That should be coming soon. I want to go ahead and say that it'll probably also be late, just because normally, like I said, I would already have the January plan with me up like right now, and I just now have this done. And also, once my husband does get back, I'm just gonna want to spend some quality time with him and enjoy the holidays, go see my family, and then my sister is getting married like a couple of days after New Year's Day. So gonna be very busy again, but hopefully should get all of those up. So lots of things happening. Stay tuned. I do want to continue to do this into the next new year. It's definitely been very fun, just a nice hobby for me to do. But I hope everyone's 2024 has been great, and somehow we are on to the final flip through. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I hopefully will see you very soon for my next video. Bye.